Back to the TD podcast. We are your hosts, Tony and Dak, and in today's episode, we are going through our Waiver Wire Wednesday. If you don't know what that means, you probably don't play fantasy football, but welcome to those that do play fantasy football. We are two people who play probably too much fantasy football, and we are here to give you our takes for said fantasy football. Specifically for this week, where we specialize in the studs, duds, and matchups you should look for, and a little bit of waiver wire, who to pick up at the end. But before we get to all that, we got to talk about the players who really killed it this week and killed us this week.
Yeah, so I said that Harold Fannin would do something well this week. He
I
went
said
4 receptions for 44 yards. Oh, you said Fannin
Yeah,
was
those are
gonna do
my
something?
notes.
I also thought he was gonna do something last week. But yeah,
you
I
you
think I
had
said JT
Kamani
was gonna have a good
Vidal,
game.
did not do well, and then you had Justin
Yeah,
Jefferson.
yeah, both guys just tanked it up. But
It's
yeah,
not
I
Justin Jefferson's fault. J.J. McCarthy stunk it up.
yeah. But yeah, I do like, I've been saying it all year, Jonathan Taylor's gonna be a stud. And he had 49.6 points in ESPN. I think he had 50 in our sleeper league
Mm-hmm.
against the Falcons. He had 32 carries for 244 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 catches for 42 yards, and one of the best running back performances of all time. So,
Yeah, and it almost went to
boom.
waste. Um, my
Yes, it did
so
because I almost lost this week. Okay, I will point
oh
that out.
I
I had
wasn't.
Jonathan
I
Taylor
was talking about
and
because
still
the
almost
Colts almost
lost.
lost, but
Oh well, I almost put it to waste as well
uh,
because Aaron Rodgers couldn't do anything. As I went 3-5 in fantasy football this week,
yeah,
3 for 5,
I think I won
3-2.
one game, maybe two. I honestly don't check my ESPN leagues as much as I should. I know I lost
Did you
one of
win?
them.
Did you win Dynasty?
No, I lost by 3 points.
Who'd you play?
Huey. Yeah, because he had Travion Henderson and Jameer Gibbs. And Jalen Hurts, who was I will be talking about later, decided to throw up a stinker. But before I get to that, my takes last week, I said Trevor Lawrence was going to be a matchup that I did not like, and Harold Fannin was something that I did like. I was correct in both. I think 10 points for a tight end is what you should be looking for, and Harold Fannin did that. He had, depending on how your scoring is, he had 4 catches for 44 yards. But Trevor Lawrence stunk it up. 158 yards, a touchdown, and 1 interception. Those are just not numbers that you're looking for a starting quarterback. If you had a super flex, maybe, I guess. But actually, I need more leagues like that. A little super flex action. Those are fun. I'm not going to lie to you. Stacking QBs. Um, so we're to talk about the top performer. Our studs and duds. I pulled this one out of my back pocket. Honestly, I looked at week 10, who scored the most points, saw who you wrote about, and then I put the second person. Devon Achane had 22 attempts for 274 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also had 6 catches for 51 yards. But going off of that, though, I also feel like nobody's talked about it. Like, I have not heard. I didn't. I was surprised to
There
see
were
his
so
name.
many because there were so many running backs going off this
It
week.
was running
I
back
mean,
week.
Travion Henderson went off, Jameer Gibbs went
Mm-hmm.
off, Jonathan Taylor went off.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson had a decent game, I think.
No,
Um,
because if he had a
you
decent
don't.
game, I would have won.
I thought he had at least 17.
Mm, I don't think so. I think he stunk it up. No, he had 10
Seems
points.
seem okay. CMC had a decent game. I mean, running backs were doing fairly well this week. And there were some big numbers from the top of the chain
Yeah,
this week.
Kyron Williams had 22. Josh Jacobs had 19. Brees Hall had 19. Tyler Algier had 18. Kamani Vidal had 17. Um, Christian McCaffrey had 17. So,
Just from receiving yards, probably.
uh, yeah, because he had 30 rushing yards. So,
My stud of the week, obviously, I like JT a lot and what he did. But Trevion Henderson was kind of just we're waiting for it. Will Campbell said we knew it was going to happen. It was just matter of when.
mhm.
And he had 14 carries for 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm glad he's finally getting the reps he deserves. Because again, dude's a stud. He's
Mm,
really, really fast. Get him in open speed.
open
He kind of
space.
does remind me a little bit of Jonathan Taylor himself.
Um, yeah. So after being positive to start the episode, we're gonna get a little negative here. At least I am, and we're gonna have to talk about our duds and Jalen Hurts. I just traded for this man. He was supposed to turn around my season. He was supposed to take me to the promised land. And what does he do? He puts up the lowest points he's had all season. 10.
Ah,
10 points. 10 points. Since week 11, he hasn't scored less than 24 in our league.
well,
I needed
um,
3 more points out of him. Maybe if he didn't fumble. I don't know how that adds up,
well,
but
it's -2 for a fumble, I believe.
boom, I would have lost by 1 point.
Aaron Rodgers didn't have 1 point. Didn't have 1 point the whole. Like, dude, I needed 2 points to win the game. All right, and Aaron Rodgers didn't have a single point the whole game. He threw an interception off of Calvin Austin's hands late in the game, which dropped him down to like point 0.4 points. And then in petty minutes, he throws a touchdown to Roman Wilson to give me 6.44 points to win the game. But that was a horrible performance from Aaron Rodgers, and got lucky from bailout minutes to
Yeah,
even put up the points he did put up.
that's insane. Okay. Well, let's get to the namesake of our episode with our waiver wire pickups for the week. I have an honorable mention with Tyler Algier. For
Yeah,
some reason, he was getting the red zone carries last week. I was not happy about it at all. I needed a Bijan
he's
Robinson
a freight
touchdown,
train.
and I would have won. So you know who else is a freight train? Bijan Robinson. Dude, like, what are we doing here? Give the man the football. You're not making the playoffs. They must have known that he was on my fantasy team. Anyways, for my real waiver wire pickup
Yeah,
is Jacoby Brissett. He's thrown 2 touchdowns in every game he's played or started this year, which was an insane stat that I found. And
half
he's
of them are
playing the
probably to Trey McBride. So
yeah. Well, before he started, Trey McBride had like what 3 touchdowns over the
yeah,
last season and a
and
half.
now he's got like 5 or something.
Yeah. And Jacoby is matching up against the very injured 49ers team.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would anticipate another decent game. That's why I'm sweating a little bit for my pick'em. If you didn't already watch that episode, go out. Wait, no, that comes out tomorrow. Watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, your
We
turn.
gotta figure out the structure.
Yeah, we record all of our episodes in one day. It's your
And
turn.
we do this one last.
Yeah, we do this one
My waiver
last too.
wire, my waiver wire pickup is Mac Hollins. He's owned in less than 1% of fantasy leagues right now. He had 6 catches on 10 targets for 106 yards. He had 16.6 points. Easily a guy that you can pick up in really, really deep leagues like ours. He's only projected 6 points. So it's kind of like, hey, if I got a guy on a buy and I just want to
Mm-hmm.
throw out something here in a flex or even a double flex league, if you're in a deeper league, this is a guy that can sit there and get you something possibly. But it's a guy that I like going down the stretch because if somebody gets hurt, he's clear as day a
Fill in.
safety valve for
Mm,
Drake May.
yeah. Um. So our matchups we like. Piggybacking off of like the bye weeks, especially, I have Jacoby Brissett once again. I feel like just with all the quarterbacks and the teams that are on bye with this week, I feel like Jacoby's probably a pretty safe option um, for the things I said earlier and the things we will
Yeah.
continue to say about the 49ers being hurt.
Sticking in that game, Christian McCaffrey against the Cardinals. Um, he went for 24 points the last time. He had 10 catches, and the last time he played the Cardinals, 10 catches from a running back position is pretty wild. And he loves playing against the Cardinals. He's only been under 100 total yards one time um, in his career against the Cardinals, and I believe he's played them 8 times. In the last 3 games, he's totally killed the Cardinals by having at least 150 total yards in each one of those games. That is receiving and rushing, and he kills the Cardinals in the rush or in the receiving game. I don't know what it is, but dude has at least 6 catches in every single game he plays against the Cardinals. He's going to do it again. He probably will have 6 to 7 catches for 70 to 80 yards. Um, and that's that's like 14, 15 points right there, not including if he can get anything going on in the rush game. I think he's going to have at least 120 total yards this week. Um, going to give you 20 to 25 points this week easily on this Cardinals team.
That clip is actually going to be posted. I've been slacking on posting the clips that I've been clipping, but man, that one needs posted. So for matchups we don't like, I feel like this is a lame one for me, but I put Bryce Young versus the Falcons pass rush. They were in Daniel Jones' grill pretty frequently in the last drive and a half that I watched. And the Panthers defense is worse, or the Panthers offensive line is worse, and Bryce Young is worse, and he's short. So he's going to be panicking a lot more. This podcast makes me sound like I just don't like short people. I just don't like short quarterbacks.
He doesn't.
Okay?
He doesn't like short people.
I was a short person for a
not
while, and I'm not just talking about being a kid. So.
Whoa. Derrick Henry against the Browns. He didn't play well against the Browns last time, and I don't think the Ravens are going to really care about running the football too much when Myles Garrett's on their side. They're just going to pass the ball. I mean, when the Browns defense is as bad as it is, their secondary, I don't think it's that great. Lamar is obviously a dual threat guy, and they're just going to put him out there and go, hey, stop us here, stop my dual threat. And then if you can, great. If you can't, good luck, because they'll put 40 on you like that. So I don't necessarily think that Derrick Henry is going to get too much usage this weekend, because I don't think they'll have to.
Yeah. That wraps up our Waiver Wire Wednesday, unless you have anything else at the bottom of the episode. Yeah. So now we're gonna wrap this up, and before we officially wrap it up, I got a question for those of you that are actually watching and still here. Down in the comments below, let us know if you would watch us play 2K or NCAA or Madden or something. If we streamed that, would you guys tune in? Because I have all the gear for it, and I should probably use the thing that I spent so much money on. So just let us know down below. Maybe we should put a poll on social media, because that'll get us some traction, you know? Anyways,
Correct.
Let us know down below. DM us on Instagram. If you haven't already, look at our Instagram down below. That one is actually there. We also have an X or Twitter, whatever the heck you want to call it. And then we also have a TikTok that I mentioned earlier that I don't post on as often as I should, but I will work on that eventually. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope we win you some fantasy football games, unless you're somebody that we were playing. Hope you guys still lose. And we'll see you guys in the next video, which is tomorrow. And we'll see you guys next week outside of that. And again, you're welcome, because now you know ball, because we know ball. Peace.